Two things. Number one is a company that's conducting business. They're continuing to generate cash from operations. They're still profitable, even if profits are down a little bit because of the 737 grounding. And the second thing is that they have a very thoughtful, very disciplined approach, it seems, towards bringing this plane back into service. They are looking under every rock to try and find processes, try to make sure that it's safe, try to make sure that regulators, that customers are all on board, and that when they bring it back into service, it's safe and ready to go.
When, Jim, I'm sure you saw the New York Times article that appeared over the weekend that outlined Boeing employees and their concerns about some of the safety protocols on some of the production lines, particularly in South Carolina, the notion that metal shards have been left behind and that could affect the wiring and the operational function of the actual plane. It seems like when Boeing or any other company is a target, there are always shoes to drop. I mean, how concerned are you about that? Just that it's in the spotlight right now, and there are a lot of people gunning for this one.
Yeah, it seems to me that the comments that Dennis Muhlenberg and other people on the call said is that they are looking into every process that they have. They are adding teams to look at safety. They're making sure their production processes are right. And they are taking it seriously. So anytime you have a whistleblower claim, you do have to take it seriously because someone is basically staking their reputation on the fact that something is wrong with the company. Boeing is looking at it, taking it seriously. We think that they are overwhelmingly a safe company. Other than these two regrettable incidents, and obviously it's terrible that there was loss of life, they have decades and decades of safe flying under their belt, and we expect them to fly safe in the future.
Boeing shares are around $375 today. Your price target is $450. Does anything in the earnings today tell you that getting to $450 is going to be more difficult?
Well, I don't think we're going to look at it based on what 2019 numbers are. Those numbers are out the door. Obviously, they took their forecast down. Their $1 billion cash usage from the 737 grounding doesn't really fully account for lawsuits and remuneration to airlines that are grounded and other things like that. So those numbers are out. We're looking at it on a 2020 and beyond basis. We think commercial aerospace demand is so strong that eventually the company is going to be fine. They're going to take at least half of market share of 42,000 planes that are going to come into service over the next 20 years. Okay. Their defense side of the business is doing great. Their services side is growing. So there's a lot of good going on at Boeing that is unfortunately masked by the problems with the 737.